Hey Crazy Friends.
Hey guys!
It's Jay and Francis with Find Your Crazy. We are a family of 9 who live full-time in our RV with, for the next couple of months, 6 of our kids, because our college-age daughter is coming back to travel with us for the summer.
Hooray!
As we go around the country to see every national park. And we are as far north as we have ever been. We are exploring the state of Maine. In fact, in the next 2 weeks, we're going to be staying just outside of Acadia National Park. And there is so much to do up here. In fact, there's so much to do, we're going to break it up into 2 videos. So in this video, we're going to talk about all the stuff that we do around the national park, Bar-Ha-Ba and that area. And then next week, we'll put out a video of all the stuff that we do inside of the national park, because there is a ton to do.
And we have friends coming to visit us, so there's going to be lots and lots of fun that we're going to have that we maybe wouldn't normally splurge on. We're going to have some exciting adventures, not only with Virginia, but with 2 of our sweet friends from Georgia. All right, so we are really excited about these next 2 weeks, partly because Acadia is an incredible place to visit and an amazing national park, but also because Virginia is flying up and she's going to be with us for the next several weeks because her classes are out. Yay. But also she's being escorted by 2 of our dearest friends from our church back home in Atlanta. I will tell you, it is so exciting to meet new people along the way, but there is nothing like the friends that are just deep and wide, those who've known you, who know your heart, that you just pick up just like you left off. And we are so thrilled because this is our first set of friends to visit us on the road. And Maine is a pretty great place, a pretty epic location to have a meetup because it is gorgeous here.
And there's tons to do.
Yes.
So one of the things that makes Acadia unique is it's out on this big island, but it doesn't encompass the whole island. It's kind of like splotchy. So there's pieces of it all over the place, which means that interwoven with it are all of these port cities like Bar-Ha-Ba, or if you're from Maine, that's Baa-Ha-Ba, because they lost their R's up here for some reason. And so there's all these neat things to do inside the park, but then within like 2 minutes, there's all these neat things to do outside the park, including eating some great lobster, we hope, and seeing some neat historic ships and just some beautiful coastline.
Some little cruises we're going to do. We're going to kind of splurge a little bit from our normal budget.
To see some puffins maybe?
Yes, so we are excited because we don't normally splurge on a lot of these things, but since our friends are coming up, we've been saving up. Yeah. We're staying at 1,000 Trails for 2 weeks, and so we're excited to explore more than just the park, but all the things around it.
we are actually in Bar-Ha-Ba today, which is just the cutest little town. I mean, you just can't say it any different than that. I mean, it's just all these quaint little shops and restaurants and parks.
And the harbor, all of the beauty.
And if you're here, you have to do this little path behind us is part of the shore walk path, and it is unbelievable. It's a 3/4 mile out and then 3/4 mile back. So if you walk the whole thing, it's about 1.5 miles.
But it's so easy,
flat,
so flat.
And at low tide, the kids can scramble down on the rocks. You see all the boats coming in, the lobster pots floating out in the distance.
There's Balance Rock that we just passed, which is a lot of fun, a cute, fun picture. Just kind of a neat opportunity to get down into the jetties, down into the cliffs down here. It's really, really beautiful.
Yeah, you cannot miss it if you come down here.
Easy walk. It is kind of like it's like a sandy gravel.
Yeah, crushed gravel.
So pretty easy walk. We've really enjoyed it. And then we're fixing to stop and get some dinner at Stewman's Pound House. So we've heard from some local people that this is a do not miss. So we'll have to let you know what we think.
So obviously, if you're in Maine, you got to have lobster. You got to get a lobster roll, and you got to have a whole lobster because, hello, it's Maine.
It's Maine.
And you can't walk around Bar-Ha-Ba without seeing lobster pots everywhere out in the water, and so you know they're all fresh.
That's right.
So there's lots of places to get them. I mean, lots of places to get them. Like every store you go by has ice cream and lobster. But you want to find the best one. And as we've said over and over again, one of our best ways to find that out is to ask locals. But another way, it's the way we found this place, is you just drive by and look at the parking lots. And this place we drove by about 5 times. It is called Trenton Bridge Lobster Pound. It is just at the bridge going over onto Mount Desert Island where Acadia is at. And we did not ever drive by. I don't care what time of day it was, but this place wasn't packed out. So we decided to come check it out, and now we know why.
Yeah.
Do not get a live lobster anywhere but here.
So we went to Stewman's, and it is right in downtown Bar-Ha-Ba. It is beautiful.
Great
we were
food,
told
great views.
It was a great place to go, but this is even better because Virginia wanted to get a lobster. She didn't go with us that day. She was tired and just kind of stayed back home. So we told her, we're going to take you and get a full lobster because you need to experience all of the fun.
She's a seafood lover.
Yes, and so we knew that we wanted to bring her to this place. Well, I'll tell you the difference. Stewman's was wonderful. You get the cookhouse experience. It's right on the harbor. You're kind of hanging over the water. You get to see the boats come in. Great place to go. Highly recommend it. Blueberry pie, blueberry soda, all the things. But this place, you get to pick your own lobster.
They carry it right outside.
Yep.
Cook it
They
in the pot
tag it.
outside. You're watching your bag
You watch
the whole
thing. Yes. And then it's also half price. This right here, we were able to get the lobster for about $21. We paid over $40 for one lobster at Stewman's. And so price is amazing here for what you get. And they have a great little place to sit outside. There's a water view.
Yeah, they have outside tables, like covered porch tables, and then a few inside tables you can see the water from. All of the tables. I mean, it just feels so much more authentic and so much less just restaurant.
Love it. You need to stop by here for sure and do this at least once, because then you get to see them. You get to pick the live one all the way through, so you get to see the whole process, and it's really cool. had the opportunity to go with my friend Brandy, who was here for the week, on an incredible cruise to go see Puffins and Lighthouse. We decided to go with Bar-Ha-Ba Whale Watch Company, and they do so much more than just whale watching tours. There is a whale watching tour. It is very long. It's between 3 and 6 hours. And so we decided that was not how we wanted to spend our day, that we wanted just to get out early in the morning, first thing at the first one out, and go and to see the puffins and the beautiful lighthouses around Bar-Ha-Ba on the small islands that really dot the entire coastline. And so we got up and did that. I will tell you a couple of things. It was cold. It doesn't matter if you're going in the middle of summer. When you get out on that water, it is cold. So you need to make sure you bring your hats, you bring your coats, and even bring your gloves, because once the wind starts whipping on these cruises, it is cold out there, but it is beautiful and well worth it. So our tour was the Puffin and Lighthouse tour. That's the name of it, if you're looking to go on this cruise. And it is only a 2 to 3 hour cruise. So it's very manageable. It's only right within the coast of Bar-Ha-Ba. So you get to see parts of Acadia. You get to learn a ton of history. And I would say that was probably the most magnificent part of it, is getting these incredible, educated, and experienced guys that take you on these tours. And there's a lot of people. The boat has a couple of different floors, so you can sit inside if you'd like. You can sit on the bottom of the boat, or you can go up to the very top. I highly suggest you get that for a 360 view. We did get to see puffins. They're very small, so don't be disappointed in that. But we did get to see them because this is the mating season. So we headed out to one of the islands where all of the mating is happening during this season. And so we got to see not only the puffins, but so many different types of birds that are there. It literally covers the entire island. We got to radio in and talk to the rangers that live on the island during the mating season and the egg season. And they were able to tell us how many they'd counted, tell us a little bit about what was going on there. And that was super exciting, because there's only 3 people who live on that island, and we got to talk to them. Not only did we get to do that, but we got to see incredible lighthouses. They dot all over the coast, and some of them on islands that you can only get to by boat. So we were able to experience that in a different way than just hiking or driving or even biking in Acadia. I would tell you a couple of tips that I have. Number one, if you have any motion sickness at all, I would suggest C-bands and the patches on the back of your ears. There were some people that got seasick. Brady and I did not want to take that chance. And I would say, even if you're not a seasick person, the swells can be 4 to 5 or higher feet high. So I would suggest you have them on hand. It's not going to hurt you to put them on and to have them on the entire time. You're just going to feel good either way. We did perfectly. We never had any issues. But I would say better to be safe than sorry. So invest ahead of time, very minimal cost, get them on Amazon, go in and put them on just in case you're not feeling good. Number 2, make sure you're dressed accordingly, like I said. And number 3, realize that you need to bring your binoculars. We didn't bring ours, so if you don't have any, they will rent them there for $5. But if you bring them yourself, you won't have to have that expense either. There's also a little commissary there, so you can get some food and snacks if you feel up to it, or you can bring your own. Overall, this was an absolute must-do. I am so thankful that we did it. Just be prepared before you go. It's really cold. It's really fast at times. So kids, you know, it's kind of up in the air whether your kids would enjoy it or not, and it's kind of lengthy. We saw everything that they promised and more. I'd say the star of the show was the eagles. They were mating and they were nesting, and we got to see little ones. We got to see nests. We got to see eaglets. We got to see the moms, the dads. It was absolutely breathtaking. So it's more than just puffins, but the puffins are super cute. So if you're thinking about it, I would say definitely plan on taking a cruise and see Acadia and Bar-Ha-Ba from a different perspective.
right, so that is just some of the fun you can have in and around Bar Harbor. I mean, it is unbelievable the amount of things that there are to do here, and we haven't even gone into the park yet. And so, again, Acadia and Bar Harbor are kind of all on one big island, and so there's so much stuff to do. So make sure that you stay tuned for our next video where we are going to go into Acadia and see some of the things. And then we're also going to be putting out a full family tour guide for Acadia because there's just so much more here to do than what we were even anticipating. And we plan to spend 2 weeks here.
It's awesome. It is one of our favorites so far, and we haven't even seen it all yet.
So don't miss those next couple of videos. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, you can click that button right over there to subscribe so that you make sure you don't miss those or any of our other crazy videos. And then you can also check out some of our other videos by clicking on the box right over there. So until next time, guys, go out and have some crazy fun with your crazy family.
Bye, y'all.